So you have been diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder and want to know what to do next. Statistically, if you've been diagnosed with one autoimmune disorder, there's a 50 to 60% likelihood you're going to have another. And in this video, I'm going to show you what you want to do, and we're going to get started right now. Well, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison and welcome to this week's segment of Why. This is where we take just a few minutes to answer some of the most common health-related questions that I see in my clinic every day. So the question is, Dr. Harrison, I've been diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. What else do I do? Well, the practice, what I'll explain in this video is how I practice when I see someone. Maybe I've diagnosed someone or someone has already come in with a diagnosis. So the thing to know about an autoimmune diagnosis, say you have one, there's a 50 to 60% likelihood you have another tissue that your immune system is attacking in your body. So there's a high likelihood. And if you have two autoimmune conditions, your risk of developing a third is even higher. So it's kind of like autoimmune disorders stack up like dust. And I have one autoimmune disorder, and I found another one, but I knew that I had to look for others to make sure. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you've probably had one autoimmune diagnosis or more than one, and you're looking for what's next. Well, the most important thing is to screen for others. So hopefully you have already a provider that is managing your autoimmunity, not just with only pharmaceuticals, but is looking at the big picture, like somebody practicing functional medicine or naturopathic medicine, someone versed in autoimmunity. So you got that taken care of. And if you don't, make sure you get that taken care of. And make sure they are going to look for other autoimmunity. So what is the strategy and how do you do this? Well, there's some great testing now where you can test for predictive antibodies. So you can do a lab panel, and this is a common practice I do with my clients to make sure that we know ahead of time if there's another autoimmunity, because again, if you have one, there's a likelihood you have another one, and we don't want to ignore that, because the strategy for autoimmune management, I have a lot of videos on this, is catching the disorder as early as possible while that tissue isn't damaged very much or very little, and trying to preserve it at any way that we can. So autoimmune management, successful management, comes at early, at identifying things early, like I was able to do for myself. So a great panel, a company that I use all the time, and they don't give me any kickbacks, mind you they should, because I'm always ordering their panels, is Cyrex Laboratories. They're one of the best companies in the world for understanding predictive autoantibodies. So it tests for antibodies for other tissues around the body. And like for me, I have Hashimoto's, autoimmune thyroid disease. I also have a platelet autoimmunity that I really got to be careful with. But when I did this panel, that's what helped me find it. And so you can test for predictive autoantibodies where there's higher level of immune irritation targeting these whatever other tissues on the body. And you can use that as a strategy to pay attention to it and modify your lifestyle, your health strategies, so you can keep those antibodies low and hopefully preserve that tissue. So, in recap, if you have one autoimmunity, you should not accept any provider saying, oh, don't worry about anything else. Be on the lookout for other autoimmunities, and one of the best ways to do it is to test autoimmune reactivity or predictive autoantibodies, and I like using, and there's other companies, but one that I like is Cyrex Laboratories, and they're one of the best in it. I believe they're one of the best in it. So, If you do it this way, you can protect yourself and prevent further autoimmunities and live a very healthy, health-independent life. So hopefully this is helpful. If you're looking for someone to navigate with you through autoimmunity and autoantibodies and the proper testing, you can click a link below. There's a link below that you can schedule a free 15-minute conversation with myself where we'll look at your case, we'll evaluate your case, and I'll give you my thoughts on the case, and if I can help you, and if I can't help you or feel I can't help you, I'll forward someone that can help you. So with that being said, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison. I look forward to talking to you next day. We're going to answer the why to another health-related question. Have a great day.